Я вчера не зашла в игру. У меня, увы, не получилось. Поэтому сорян за это. Так, разлив мастерства я поняла. Не надо мне такое. Не так. Вот так вот. Ага.
Work hard and live each day to the
Я
fullest.
сегодня планирую сходить
That
на
is what life in
сеньору и
Mondstadt
на
is all about,
кого-то
isn't it?
еще. Плюс подумать, на кого можно так сходить. Просто если подивиться по количеству... Ща. По количеству собранных материалов с боссов, то в принципе, как вариант. Это Чальд, это Волк. Это вообще дракоша у нас. Ну, блін, нам вот этого треба ходити з кем-то. Я одна не піду на нього. Я ходила, то було дуже сложно для мене, щоб туди сходити, дуже сложно. Но вот этого, ну, в принципе, я не вижу смысла. Гризли я делать, в принципе, не буду. Я думаю, я поняла, что я зря его прокачивала, дуже зря. Хоч і не перший каталізатор, як многие казали, но, блядь, серьезно. А, это что, 8? Серьезно? Офигеть. Боже.
Don't we have a job to do?
Ну ладно. Может, конечно, мы и сейчас можем сходить на эту сеньору, як варіант. Или ми ходили вже на неї. Нет, ми не ходили, ми пропустили понеділок. Я точно помню, що ми не ходили. Ну вот, я ще кажу. Такс. Угу. Так, на сеньору лучше ходить с кем-то еще плюс тоже, потому что много этих, типа, треба на первом этапе сразу уничтожить 4 этих штуки. Лучше вдвоем это делать, чтобы было швидше, типа, як... Ну и плюс... Вот так вот. Ну и плюс вдвоем, типа, так намного легче ездить просто быть.
Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Ой.
You can't run.
В смысле? Что это за атака?
Detestable. Off we go. Adventure time.
Так.
Let's light it up. Propagate.
Так, вроде бы все. Куда она?
Scatter. Spring forth. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Yeah, shouldn't let your guard down.
Так. Да, в смысле? Опа.
Let's light it up.
Так, ладно. Где? Ось.
Let's light it up.
You're mine.
Test it.
Ой, почалось. Где вот эти бабочки?
You're pretty good.
Так.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors.
Так а где вот эта штука? Он где?
Yeah, this is
Да, в
just my...
смысле? Не, ща. Я встыхну. А вот этого, конечно, я не встыхла спасти, поэтому сорян. Ага.
Propagate!
Ага. Сегодня четверг, сегодня можно, в принципе, на книжечке типа ходить для этого, для Дудука, вроде бы, и для Беннета. Ну так вот. Думаю, Беннета сделать нужно будет еще сильнее. И повторно вся фигня. Так. Так.
Not every wound will heal.
Так. Так.
Judgment.
Так.
Come, put up a fight. You can't run. Call me a witch.
Блин.
Propagate.
Так.
You can't run.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Judgment. Scatter.
Так, и где? Так, а где? Блин.
You can't run.
Ща. Мені треба подлічити как-то. Не. Да, блин.
You're mine.
Ой-ой-ой. Он, да.
Propagate.
Ща.
You can't run.
Ай, зникла.
Who dares call me a witch? Not every wound will heal.
You can't run.
I never asked for redemption. Never.
Так, ну смотрим, что тут нам дадут. И без той штуки, что... Ага. Понятно. Понятненько. Не, мы можем сходить, в принципе, и на 2 или на, типа, на 90-й левел, и, возможно, мы там получим вот эти штуки, как раз таки. Я ще на что я дуже сильно сподіваюсь. Потому что это я пересете. Угу. Так, нужно подумать. Вот реально нужно взять и подумать. Типа, что делать? Ладно, давайте задание уже сделаем этого. Ну, я можу завтра сходити подивитися, що я можу улучшити, а що ні. Ну, тобто, я подивлюсь, на кого сходити ще із босів. Може, я так получу ще ті штуки. Ну, потому что, по сути, тут нету. Это не то немножечко. Тут тоже не то. Значит, где-то здесь має показувати, скільки в нас, да. У нас їх 6. 6. А что там? Стоп. А странник у нас что хоть требует? Да не, у меня больше.
Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death.
Ну да, у меня тут чего-то больше. А, нет, все-таки 3 таких и 2 таких. Окей.
Literally.
Все я можу тоді улучшить, в принципе, запросто. Вот это вот. Угу. Угу. Так.
Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tents up?
I'd say we're right about on schedule, actually.
А почему так внезапно?
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together. You got it. Dinner's on us tonight. I hope I can contribute too. The other Forest Watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while ago. I'm really...
I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a few for...
Wow, camping with a forest watcher is the way to go. They think of everything.
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest.
So?
Well, there's been some high points and low points, but...
I see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry. I bought some...
A valuable suggestion. Just don't
all I wanted was to recommend something
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
She sure made a run for it.
Unbelievable.
So Kale chose the path of tactical retreat. Could it be... My dear friend, you know what I am about to say. Excellent! A kindred spirit. But it looks like we'll get told off if we start playing now.
We got a bite!
I'll reel it in.
Firewood, spices, snacks, and drinks. There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left? Well, Paimon just thinks the ambiance here is a little...
True. But it's also the closest to the water. If there are any sleepwalking fungi around tonight, they might stumble into your tent.
Well, that's no good. Take my weapon.
Anyone would think you were sealing the gates to King Deshret's mausoleum.
Excellent. Then this tent will be an
I'm back! How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue? Always.
Ducks.
Oh, it smells so...
Someone sure is desperate to eat. I think it's time to add the seasoning. How do you like your skewers?
Wait, what? Hey, if it works for steak, maybe it works for other things.
medium well for me.
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes for anyone who wants theirs well done.
Oh, that was so delicious. If Paimon's stomach had... I ate a lot too.
If you're tired, then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't you guys head...
Tonight I show you mercy. Our sacred duel will...
Good night. Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Oh, don't forget this. The Staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Wait, you were actually being serious?
It's a very powerful weapon.
Paimon can't even lift that.
Fair enough. You sure?
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And even if we do get an uninvited...
That reminds me of a parting king of invocations. But right now, it's time to rest.
I think they should all be here. Traveler? Paimon?
Look at this.
Что?
What the? What's this sword doing here? Is it supposed to keep out intruders?
Evidently.
Huh? Who is it? Paimon's gonna take out the sword. Yeah! I'll hate them, Kave!
Sorry to wake you up at this hour of the night, but we've got a situation.
Let's get dressed and talk about it outside. Something has come up. And since it pertains to Cyrus and Sino, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
Whoa, back up. Let's start from the beginning. Where'd the wine cups go? I could have sworn I left them here after I washed them. Ah, there they are.
I'll have a cup too.
Can you see if the cookies are still on the table?
They are. And so are the fruits.
Oh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few bottles of what Sino's group was drinking last night.
Do tell. What were they drinking?
Oh, right, I forgot to mention. So, I ran into Cyrus yesterday evening when I went to the tavern to pick up some things. He was hosting a dinner for Sino. Anyway, they got a bottle of Lombard's new vintage for the table. At least, I think that's what it was. It looked pretty good.
Sounds like they're all tangled.
You know what it's about, right? 16-year-old kid tried to extort Cyrus. He was asking...
I heard some people talking about it on the streets, yes. Didn't take them long to catch the cold.
I wonder what Sir Nephis and the others will make of it. Oh, Cyrus showed me the extortion letter, too. It was crudely written, but the paper had this beautiful pattern on it that I've never seen before. Really caught my eye. Give me a sec. I'll sketch it out for you. Okay, done. Take a look. You see what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen writing paper like this around before. God knows where the culprit got it from.
Interesting. These are all motifs associated with the tribes of the desert.
What? Really?
Take this, for instance. Looks like an outline of a spire, similar to the kind found on some ancient palaces. It bears a striking resemblance to an ancient emblem. One that...
Whose emblem is it?
It's the emblem.
After discussing it with each other, we both agreed that something didn't feel right. So we went looking for you. This was a long way to come from the city. Alhaitham figured you were probably with Tainari, so Gandharvaville was our first stop. But the Forest Watchers told us that you'd gone camping. Then, just as we were heading off to the campsite, we ran into Sino. He said he was on a supply run. We exchanged a few words, and then he ran off.
Hold on. So what's the deal with that emblem you were talking about? The Temple of Silence, you said? What is that? Should we be worried?
Is everything okay? Give me a second. Let me get Kale. So you've never heard of the Temple of Silence? Well, to put it simply, it's an organization that has existed in Sumeru for over 1,000 years. These days, you can find a Temple of Silence office in the academia. Theoretically, it's responsible for the custody and disposal of information and documents not fit for public dissemination. At least, that's what they tell the outside world. In truth, it's essentially a vestigial institution nowadays. There's an office with their name on it, but it's functionally obsolete. Historically speaking, the original Temple of Silence is said to have been established by Hermanubis, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret and the greatest of all sages. Most of the organization's members hailed from the desert. By contrast, none of the Academia Temple's current members are from the desert region, nor do they use any symbols connected with the desert folk.
So the Temple of Silence at the Academia is just a fake? Wow.
It's possible. The real question is, why? My guess is they're covering something up.
So, how do you know all this? Sounds like some pretty top secret stuff.
Did you forget? He did a stint as acting Grand Sage, and kept the pay raise even after he resigned.
Oh, yeah! Paimon did totally forget about that. So you took the chance to read all the top secret documents while you were acting Grand Sage, huh?
If you're asking me whether I familiarized myself with the documentation in my office, I would respond that that's a perfectly normal part of any job.
So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem of the Temple of Silence appear on a threat letter from an Academia student to Cyrus? The student's only 16, and doesn't have any family ties to the desert. So where could he have seen that emblem, or gotten the
You said you ran into Sino, yes? Did you tell—
Yep. He ran off as soon as he heard what we said.
Given that Cyrus is involved, he's probably halfway through solving the— Still, we should try to catch up with him. At this hour—
If the Academia's Temple of Silence really does exist just to cover up the truth, the sudden appearance of this emblem can't be good, and sure to stir up trouble. We should pay a visit to the
Yes. As the Sage of Amorta, my master ought to know the truth about their office. You can ask him—
If this situation is connected to the real Temple of Silence, the emblem
Kale, could I trouble you to send a message to the Core of 30? Tell them to keep an eye out for Sino and Cyrus. Traveler, Paimon.
Sounds like a plan.
Cyrus has been living in the city lately. He rented a place near the field so he can keep an eye on his tomato plants.
Так, стоп, а куда идти?
Here we are. This is the place.
We might be too late. Looks like nobody's home. Oh, Sino moves fast. If he was—
I know that voice. Is that Tainari I hear?
Ah! Professor Zahahadi!
Wow, so it really is you. My good—
We're looking for Sino.
Yes, not long ago, in fact. He knocked on my door and asked if I'd seen Cyrus. I told him the old fool left early this morning, and I hadn't heard him come back. So we went to his place, and it must have alarmed Sino, because he took off in an awful hurry after that. He never did explain what this—
Well, if Cyrus isn't at home—
Professor, did you hear that a student recently tried to—
Why, yes. When I left the house that day, I noticed he was watering his flowers in the field. I could tell something was troubling him, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. If Sino hadn't happened to visit— After seeing the letter, Sino told him to contact the Core of 30, but Cyrus was very reluctant. He claimed it would only damage his reputation. Eventually, he relented, after much persuasion from Sino.
Такс.
Huh? Cyrus didn't want to report it? Well, that's strange. When we saw him, he seemed pretty...
As a former sage, it's possible Cyrus still has enemies at the Academia. That's why Sino was so insistent that he report the matter to the authorities.
So Cyrus initially hoped to stop this from
Oh, dear. What on earth has that old fool... Oh, I almost forgot. Sino left me this letter to pass on to you. He wrote it when he...
Thank you.
What does it say? Let Paimon take a...
Так, друзья, дело очень серьезное. К сожалению, больше ничего сказать не могу. Прошу вас отнестись к моему решению с пониманием и позволить мне действовать в одиночку. Не ищите меня. Ух ты.
My friends, this is a...
Yep, that sounds like Sino. Thank you, Professor. Traveler, Paimon. Let's head to...
Так, ну в академию это вот сюда нам надо, по сути. Или як? Не, ну нам сюда, по сути, да.
You're here? I thought you were going after... Ah.
We went to Cyrus's house. No one was there. Sino got there before us, but he was long gone by the time we...
He didn't say where he was going?
No. He left us a letter and told us not to go after...
Can't say I'm surprised.
Typical Sino. Anyway, some updates on progress on our end. I drew the emblem from memory again.
I checked some ancient texts for a similar design. The one I found was a little blurry, but the similarities in the general form and certain details...
Yeah, and we're lucky we found anything at all. It turns out the emblem was all but lost to history. We scoured the entire Academia collection, and that book was the only one with a record of the motif.
Meanwhile, Arav managed to get Uraka to disclose his source. The one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled funds was a young man from the desert. According to Uraka, he had a striking presence and was well educated.
Apparently, the two met in the tavern over a game of cards. The guy claimed to be in the city for business as part of a merchant caravan. Uraka was intrigued when he heard what his new acquaintance had to say, and brought up the idea of extorting Cyrus for Mora. The guy encouraged him to go ahead.
I see. So it could be that this person planted the paper intentionally.
So, how do we find this guy?
He doesn't know. He claims not to have seen him since that day in the tavern. The man gave him some tips on how to carry out the extortion, but from then on...
Nephis and Arav have gone to meet the Core of 30 and review the city's entry and exit record. Also, Nephis admitted that the Temple of Silence and the true Temple of Silence once came to the rainforest to establish a collaboration with the Academia. But, as time went by, the Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust the Academia and ended the partnership. They retreated. Ever since its inception, the Temple of Silence has been the guardians of King Deshret's civilization. At its roots, it was
the Academia of the day knew that the...
Not only that, but they managed to keep up the charade for hundreds of years!
So how did Cyrus become acquainted with the true temple?
I'll bet that's the question that...
Whoever is behind this Getting Uraka to
Так,
extort
ладно,
Cyrus was only
пожалуй,
the
я
first
пока
step of the plan.
отлучусь
Their
на
true
пару
goal in doing
минут,
so
возможно,
was for
на
Cyrus to
5
see
або
the
на
emblem on
10,
the letter.
поэтому не скучайте, я вернусь. Mm-hmm. Так, приветики всем, и еще раз я вернулась, и простите за задний фон, шум бабушки моей, которая сейчас общается по телефону, яка не понимает, что нельзя так громко общаться, но я ж не буду якось варьё ее заставлять мовчать, або еще тише, так, чтобы ее никто не чув. Ну, что поделать, это же бабушки. У всех такие бабушки, но если вы с бабушками не жили... Ну, не поздравляю, напаки, значит, вы не такие нормальные, как мы, которые вот, мы понимаем, насколько это все жестко, просто жестко в мире. Ты живешь с бабушкой, которая тебя заставляет все жрать и жрать.
He probably hoped to take care of the whole thing by himself. Unfortunately for him, Sino had other plans.
Since the desert is where the Temple of Silence originated, that is an all...
I have to go after him.
Really? Are you sure that's a good idea, with how you respond to the heat? Why don't we send someone else?
I should be fine, as long as I bring plenty of water. Besides, I just can't shake this ominous feeling that if we don't catch up to them soon...
Everyone, I have news from the core of 30.
Master!
Oh, so that's Nafis, Tainari's master? Oh.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler in Paimon. Several independent eyewitnesses have reported seeing Cyrus and Mahamatra Sino leaving the city at different times. Both were heading in the direction of Caravan. I was going to suggest that you join forces with the core of 30 in this case. However, as I'm sure you've already heard, the Academia has made a number of decisions throughout history that I am ashamed to talk about. It may well be that no better choice was available to them, but those actions... I won't attempt to make you understand the Academia's perspective. Now is the time...
I understand where you're coming from, Master. But I'm afraid the situation might...
Good point. If Cyrus is involved with the other side, or worse, if he's fallen into their... Everyone, we have to get...
Need our help? Whatever you need?
Really? Wonderful. You have my... Arav and I will continue to follow up on the lead from Uraka. Kaveh, Scribe Al-Haytham, I'd like to ask you to cover the duties of the House of Dana.
Ага, так в смысле секретарь. Аль-Хатайм же стал верховным этим чародеем, вроде бы, или як, или что?
I am. Kaveh, I'll be okay.
Well, if you're sure...
Thank you all. Arav, let's go.
Дуже дивно тоді, я не можу понять, що це фігня. Ну ладно, у мене, в принципі, на комп'ютері ще осталось, типа, як оця ігра, поэтому, в принципі, я можу там попитатися пройти. І подивитися, що я не так упустила, или що я упустила, точніше. А, я ж можу диалоги отследить тут, в данной игре, по идее, или нет. Ща. Ну, по идее... Ах, где... А, ось. Вот и что завершено. Подождите, все-таки я попрошу бабушку помолчать или хотя бы потише, или потому что это немножко раздражает. Я понимаю, что и вам нехорошо слышать то, что, ну, как бы, то, что это не касается ни меня, ни вас. Так что, ща, one second. А, вот оно, по идее. Оце воно. Хороший отдых можно также считать частью нашего плана, ведь энергия очень важна. Ага. Пока в воздухе висит такое напряжение. Конечно, висит, если у вас в команде такое воображало. Так. А, то есть это еще не все, что ли? Все... А. Так. Ага. Угу. А. А, так подождите. Это немножко не то, я же скажу. Все просто оно меняется туда-сюда. Но подождите-ка. А, ось воно. Узнаете в академии, где сейчас Аль-Хаттайм. Ага, ага. Ага. Все мудрецы исчезли без следа. Ага. А, він так все-таки секретарем стал. Я думала, что він как бы... А секретарь это типа почетное звание, что ли, в них секретарь. Возможно, это имеется в виду, что он як секретарь Архонта, типа Архонт в одной стороне, секретарь в академии, типа як. Ну там есть верховный мудрец, який управляет. Но так как повернулся на Архонт, то да, мудрецов нету. Поэтому я так зрозуміла, Аль-Хаттайм став главным, типа у них вот и все. А вот, на пост мудреца. Я теперь без 5 минут мудрец. Не, иди, подождите. Сейчас так. Ты так удивлен. Я думал, тебе прекрасно известно, что случилось. Да стал бы я тебя спрашивать, если бы мне что-то было известно. Секретарь у нас здесь ты, а не я. Давай выкладывай. Я теперь без 5 минут мудрец. Чувак, ты о чем? Так, подождите-ка. Вин имеет в виду, что... Стоп. Выдвинут на пост мудреца. А, типа як мудреці, які будуть керувати просто академією. Но він пока Аль-Хаттайм і главный тоже, типа як все понятно. Я узнала то, что надо. Стоп, а куди нам надо вообще? Ага. Не, ну я хоть зрозуміла, що і як, потому що рілі було непонятно і как би сложно розуміти.
Okay, we made it to Caravan Ribat. Wait, maybe we should ask the...
Hold on. Look.
Is that
Так.
Dia?
You sure you want to brave the desert alone? I mean...
It's not my first time. I'll be fine.
Sino.
If you're really going to go through with this, then at least take our advice. When you're packing for your trip, budget for 5 days more than you planned.
Makes sense. Okay.
Thought we might find you here. You're trying to retrace Cyrus's steps, aren't you?
Didn't I tell you not to come after me?
Sorry, but we never agreed to that. Why would you go off on your own?
Nothing personal. It's just a complex situation.
Takes a special kind of person to get Sino chasing them all the way out to Caravan Ribat. But why so coy today, huh? You only gave us his age and description. Why can't you reveal his name? Is he Sumeru's... Oh, also, hey guys, it's been a while.
Dia and Candace! So nice to see you. Actually, seeing all of our friends is...
You're looking well. Glad to see it. Candace and I came to Caravan Ribat on business. We ran into Sino as he was asking about some elderly gentleman's whereabouts. Some people say they saw him. Guess he stood out as an older guy heading into the desert alone with just a sumpter beast in tow and very few supplies. That's gotta be one heck of a story there.
Sino, it's okay if you can't tell us anything about the case. We're here to help out every...
No, it's not that simple. If I'm right, he'll be doing everything he can to avoid us.
We spoke with Zaha Hadid. From what she said, it's pretty clear that he wants to try and solve this on his own. It won't be easy trying to find him in the desert when he's deliberately trying to cover his tracks.
Sounds like this is far more
Still, if he started from Caravan Ribat, the chances are that his route took him past our village. He may have...
My thanks to you both. Once this is
come on. No need to get all serious. Just buy a round of drinks next time. All right, so...
Yes, we'll handle it from here.
All right, then we'll leave you to it. Just remember, if you change your mind and...
And don't think you'd be imposing. You can depend on...
Don't worry, we'll keep him out of trouble.
Такс. Ай, я не помешала. На книжке я не знаю, идти или не идти. Опа, ща. Ща, 1 second. Ай, не тут. Ща. Нам нужно забрать же на гору нагороды за оце хоть. Ну, 150 смолы потратить, это почти что нереально. Это надо ходить на... Ага. Я можу на цвітки артерії це ще походить, якраз таки пару раз.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra Abyss.
Такс. Стоп, а я все задания тут сделала, те, что я могла сделать. Осталось це виконать, как бы, и получается все. Типа 1350. Стоп, а тут получите бронзовый рейтинг или выше испытание летающий морской конек. 1500. Ну, не знаю. Хотя... Скільки там у нас всього? 137. Ага, это ми потратились уже. А скільки густої смоли? Бо я не подивилась просто скільки там той смоли. 3. Это еще 2 сделать надо, да, и все. Так. 57. И 2 раза на эту сходить можно, в принципе. Как и там. Цветок артерии. Но в Сумеру я не хочу ходить, поэтому ща в Лію тут пошукаем. Ось. А может у Манштате? Подождите-ка. Может Рили у Манштате это цю артерию найти? Ну, ось одна есть. Так, стоп. Ага, правильно идем. Так, ага.
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up! You can't run! Punishment!
You're mine! Shouldn't let your guard down.
Germinate! Let's light it up!
Ага. 20, ага. Так, ща. Вот тут ось валяется. О, я не против его взять в мир, по той причине, что я же сказала, я хочу сходить еще и на Аждаху. Ну. Чувак, ты еще стоишь, тебе ще тут похнуто. А хули вони таки за мною бігають, так, ща. Такс. Так точно. Я сейчас туди перемещусь, чтобы уже він поняв, на кого я имею в виду. Ща. Да. У мене є Беннет. Спокійно кружочек сделаю, чувак хилится в этом кружочке. Вот и все, як варианты. Опа. Не, я выберу, так скажем, давай 80.
Relax.
Все. Тоді 80. Угу. Ну а хули, чувак сейчас мне поможет, и если это так, то вообще чудесно будет, то він мені поможет. Ну, не знаю. Я на крабіка хочу трохи ще сходить, плюс. Ой, тут у мене, оказывается, это... Там, блин.
You dare overstep your mortal authority?
Тут вообще надобно.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Блин. Вот это, конечно, да.
Adventure time. Let's light it up.
Spring forth! Propagate!
Так.
Adventure time.
Ой. Да блин, в смысле?
Let's light it up.
Ух ты ж ё.
Everybody stand back.
Да в смысле? Ну я хоть подлечилась, уже хорошо.
Today, you witness your reckoning.
Слава Богу.
Propagate!
Off we go. Let's light it up. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Ой-ой.
Scatter. I'm going in.
Propagate!
Torn to oblivion. Let's light it up.
Scatter!
Will not absolve you.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Так. Ну. Там, блин.
Stand upon your tomb, though you know it not.
Что за фигня? Что уже на этот раз крила?
Experience the eon of suffering.
Ага.
Off we go.
Там, блин. Вот этому Беннету надо ща или резко много дать.
Falling into the abyss.
Так, ну заходи до мене, давай. Там, блин. Почти. В смысле? Хайди номер. Да ничего, живой. Так, в смысле? Сок. Ведь вышел. Я одна тут осталась. В смысле? Все подстава из всех подстав. Я ж пытала, 80-й. Да, воу. Такая, какого фига ты, чувак? Я ж подумаю, ты так какой левел ты потянешь. Выбрав двух персонажей, похитилять могут, видите. И все, и не париться. Слава богу, что я сейчас тяну просто рили. Тут мало хп, я могу рили потянуть от це все. Так там же 30 нужно. И 7 штук, понятно, уже хоть 7. Чувак, благодарочка. Такс. Ага, в нього слабое, мабуть, интернет где-то, что не лове. Ну, то есть, у нього перебої, возможно, були, из-за чего він и вышел из вот этого подземелья. Хотя, если честно, если бы не Вин, я не знаю, я бы там с трудом бы побеждала. Я бы долгие минуты бы отсмучилась, поверьте. А где он там вообще гуляет? А где Вин? Вин тут? В смысле? Так уже все. Чувак, уже все. Так, а він рили все еще тут, в смысле? А можно у тебя убить дракона вечных бедствий? Это кто? Дракон вечных бедствий. А, я поняла, что это. Ща. Все, тоді в Сумеру топаем. Тільки не помню, где цей дракоша. Он где-то снизу, вроде, да. А, він там. А я обычно сюда тепешнуюсь. Так, а ну-ка. Ну-ка, ну-ка, ну-ка. А ну-ка, а ну-ка. Нам туда надо, по сути. Ща. А, він уже там где-то? Нет, еще. Он наверх, я так поняла, поднимется и сейчас так опустится. А я на минутку уже тут. Просто мне дольше лететь так надо будет, а что ж делать? Но я ему сейчас помогу, может там еще кому-то тоже надо будет, вот цей дракоша. А я не помню, вроде бы Лайле нужен был, типа, тоді. Так, а він что, уже там сражается? Я не поняла. А, він уже... Може він тут где-то? Не, він не... он, да. Тут нужен лучник обовязково.
Everybody stand back! Propagate! Let's light it up!
Лучник. А я думаю, что пропупела. Ладно, я буду снизу его лупашить. Она будет сверху, вот и все.
Let's light it up! That's gonna hurt in the morning! Spring forth! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Worthless as
видишь,
expected.
Там, блин. Там, в смысле. Да, тут нужно было тогда брать. Ого, як він... А, це вона так зробила. О.
Let's light it up! Germinate!
Bow your head!
Ну, может, там кому-то еще нужно будет. А тем более тут еще и море дается, плюсы. Ну и камушки вот все, так что зашибись. Так, а тут, я думаю, предполагаю... 42-й. Это только 42-й. Только. А если я
There's no such thing as
пойду...
pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot go on forever.
Значит, я смогу получить и монеты, и 5 этих. Ага.
Upon the gale.
Такс. Я немножко тут подфармлюсь, типа як под вот этой статуей. Ну, он же помог, я помогла в ответ. Все зашибись, все честно. Я бы з тим Аджахой рілі дуже довго мучилась би, дуже довго. Я, возможно, даже и не могла бы побеждать его. Но максимум взяла бы 70-й левел и получала бы по одному предмету. Но с сеньорой у меня вот 80-й левел зашибись. Можу легко одолеть. А вот Аджаху фиг там, блин, вот так вот сразу. Там просто против него рили нужно гео получать. Вот реально треба гео. А він где їх собирає, ті рибочки? Понятненько. Ну, я ж не буду его так выгонять. Я-то, конечно, можу сказать, що давай там по-быстрому собирай, бо мені треба задання ще виконувати. А я можу задання оце виконувати? Нет, не можу. Ага. Он где-то снизу. Он серьезно снизу. Так, стоп. А теперь низко. Там сундука нету, поэтому мне туда идти бессмысленно. Мог бы там тот сундук. А куда він перемістився, стоямбо? Угу. Такс. Він электро использовал или нет? А теперь мені стало цікаво, що там наверху. Такс. Опа, ща. А, це і все. А так он да и грибочки есть, если ему надо. А, вот він. Так тут грибочки, алло. А какие ему грибочки нужны? Гриби рук. Ну да, ось вони. Так, ща, one second. Ща. Так, а тебе какие? Ага. Мне так начало звучить, знаете, как бы, а тебе какие грибочки высушить, какие тебе скормыть? О, божечки. Он там с кем уже дерется? Алло, чувак, ты что? А, ща. Ща, я посмотрю. Хашава. О, я даже можу ща таки написать. Так. Как бы. А он снизу. Він немножко тупанув. Ось вони. Та ти куди? Ось тут. Раз і два. Він серьезно. А, він прыгает на рыб сразу, из-за этого типа его вверх подскакивает. Ой. Немножко тупанул. Я тут стою, типа такая, ну на тебе рыбочки, а вы ни в какую. Боже, умора. Я тут помню, шукала їх дофіга і трошки времени. Но зато я їх знаходила. Ні, у мене виносливості ще нормально. Ладно. Не будем рисковать. Ща. Такс. А ну-ка. И вот так вот. Ага. И что же тут у нас? Ага, так, one second, потому что опять бабушка тупит у меня. Такс. Я не унижаю, но просто really, ну коли я кажу по 3 рази, починає раздражать, що пиздец. Ладно, если 2 раза я скажу, и там, типа, бабушка тільки з 2-го раза пойме, или почує, но коли трижды, ну, типа, вона чує хорошо, это не то, что дедушка. Бабушка вона чує отлично, так что... Я не знаю, но, блядь, это раздражает, когда вот так возле дверей, вам слышно то, что вам не надо слышать, или то, что вам это будет неинтересно, и испортит стрим, типа, таким образом. Я такого не хочу. В смысле, она так упала? И где він там? Вот тут аж? Так тут их нету, вроде бы, этих, типа, рыбов. Я предлагаю ща... Ну, він тут подсобирав, я ща напишу, что, типа, ну, как сказать... Он там где-то прыгает. О, він не снизу, він где-то на моем уровне. Это тут я уже стреляла, да, вроде бы як. Так а где він вообще? Я сейчас вообще понять не могу. Не, я еще хочу миссию Сайна закончить хоть как-то. Все одно скоро обнова вийде. По суті, на наступному тижні аж. Так ведь? А он де він стоїть? А, він уже покинув. Окей. Ща тоді. Ага. Так, где эта миссия вообще? Божечки, я довольна. Хоть и от жаха исходила, и то зашибись аж. Так, это ко мне столько...
Hold on. There's a few things I...
Go on.
So, after you left the campsite...
Clearly, we've only scratched the surface of the Temple of Silence question. It doesn't surprise me at all that the one in the academia is a fake.
Do you have any connection with the Temple of Silence?
I do. I trust you're all aware of the Due to my unique constitution, I was put through a number of trials in the desert when I was younger. But my memory of that time is hazy. It's a good thing that Kaveh noticed the emblem on the letter. Without that, I don't know if we would have connected the dots, and I did not recognize that symbol at all. Whether that's because I've never seen it, or...
Yeah, you're right. Thank goodness for Kaveh, and for Al-Haytham's diligence during his time as acting Grand Sage.
But Silence must have recognized it right away, right? Otherwise he wouldn't have had any qualms about you before.
I suspect so too.
Well, speaking of avoid...
Or rather, I don't see how I could manage to ditch you.
That's right. Fact is, we're...
Fair enough.
Works for me. All right, off we go. Let's start by seeing what the guards here...
Hello.
Mahamatra Sino?
I'm looking for someone. So I'd like to confirm any recent foot traffic in and out of Aru village.
A man matching that description passed by Aru village not too long ago. He stopped by to load up on food and water and...
Where was he going?
Let me think. He took a seat by the entrance of the village for a while, and had a brief chat with the person who came to deliver the water. Do you have a map? I can mark out the direction he was heading and the best routes to any nearby oases.
I have one.
Great. There you go.
Thank you so much.
You've got a really...
Ah, you're quite welcome. Just doing my job. Best of luck.
Такс, ага. Ось оазис есть один. Ну, к нему можно и так добраться, в принципе, логично. Так, ща. Ну, бабушка, как обычно, орёт, поэтому вам, возможно, и слышно, а возможно, нет, фиг знает. Но если вам неприятно, то попрошу выйти из стрима. То есть, really, те люди, которые не понимают, каково это жить с родителями и параллельно стримить, при этом сказать родителям, что стрим это хорошо, а не плохо. Как бы то, что я из-за стрима не могу с ними общаться, я еще и затыкаю. Но, блэд, ну вот, поживите так с бабушкой какой-то, або с дедушкой каким-то. И вы поймете прекрасно все на свете, каково это.
No, I'll do it.
А что такое?
Why can't Sino go talk to them? What difference?
Given my background, appearance, and the way I dress, I might not be the most welcome visitor here.
Ah, hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting. My friend and I are looking for an elderly man who's gone missing around these parts.
Oh, a missing person, huh? Sure.
I'm just wondering if you've seen him.
So, a silver-haired guy in a long robe, culture type with thoughtful eyes, and he's trapped.
He'd stand out like a sore thumb around.
Yeah, sounds like the kind of guy we'd remember if...
He's looking behind me.
Uh-oh.
Your friend over there... Hey, aren't you Sino?
Yes, that's me.
You don't seem surprised that I recognize...
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, you're the one looking for...
I have a bad feeling about this guy.
Someone's on edge. No need to hide it. I understand why you're wary of us. Still, you came to us asking for help.
I thought you were a group of merchants.
Your henchmen don't look like much. But something tells me they put up a better fight than most mercenaries.
Hey! Hear that, guys?
Suits me. As long as I get paid for it.
Just cut to the chase already.
Alright. Come with me. All of you. Don't you want to find your friend? A silver-haired, long robe, culture type with thoughtful eyes? Sounds like there's a whole other side to Cyprus.
So you know where he is?
Just follow me.
Такс. Так, а что не так? Подождите-ка. Они его что, поймали? Но я так и думала, то ли в этой части мы встретим этого чувака, или же в 4.7, когда выйдет его баннер. Ну, я так поняла, что баннеры решили не дожидаться и показать миссию Сайна и этого парня.
What?
Хотя это задание легенд как бы Сайна, а не вот этого чувака, так что фиг знает.
Whoa, something's coming out of the ground!
What is this enormous building doing here?
And how was it so well hidden?
Wait, so...
Is this the Temple of Silence?
All good questions. There'll be plenty of time to address them.
Такс.
This is not what Paimon was expecting to find in the desert, especially not hidden right next to an oasis. Oh, Paimon's scared. They must have kidnapped Cyrus. Do you think this...
What's wrong? Thinking about your professor?
I just hope for your sake you haven't...
Me too. Hope I haven't done anything to incur your wrath.
Так, а ну-ка. Так это типа лифт или что? Щось похоже, точнее, было бы на не.
All right. You can wait here for now. I'll inform our leader that you've arrived at the Temple of Silence. Sit tight until he comes to greet you.
So he's just gonna leave us here unattended? Maybe we're not being kidnapped.
They can't have been at the Oasis by chance. They were waiting for us. Whoever the leader is here, they were up.
So this is the Temple of After leaving the rainforest, they hid themselves here.
Hey, look! That guy's...
Don't worry. Someone will come and call for you soon.
What's your name?
Sorry, guess I was so delighted to see you. My name is Sethos. I'll be here if you need me, but I'm not planning on answering all of your questions. Other than that...
So we're free to explore...
Yep. I mean, Cyrus is here. And unless I've misunderstood...
He's right.
Такс.
Hey, Sethos! Have you got some time?
Sure. Although, I'm assuming by chat, you mean not often. The Temple of Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't get too many visitors. Yes, that was me. Although, tricked is a stretch. He insisted that nothing was off the table, even if it broke the law. So, I told him that Cyrus had embedded...
So you framed Cyrus for a crime?
No. That's not entirely true. Let me jog your memory. The letter just said that he had uncovered Cyrus's secret. Of course. Uraka was a great accomplice, really. Very cooperative with a little bit of wine in him. Did exactly what he was told. And not much of an original.
Why did Cyrus leave for the desert?
You'll have to ask him that one yourself. Certain things I can't answer for him. I'm neither. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem. And it was his own choice to take the bait. What kind of question is that?
Right, but back at the Oasis, you can't have known who he was for sure, or you wouldn't have asked him. So, what we're really asking...
I've lived in the desert my whole life. Guess you could say...
Ugh, why does Paimon feel like this guy's not being straight?
Come on, we've only just met. If I give you all the answers up front, you'll have nothing left to look for. Yes, that was... He insisted that...
So you framed...
No. That's not entirely... Of course.
Why did Cyrus...
You'll have to ask him that one. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem. And it was his own choice. Nope. Not once.
Really?
I have no need to go there. Not when the taverns are full of the Urakas of this world. Spies? It's not as clandestine as that.
Сетус, по идее, электро. Я вот пока думала, что really все пустынники, эти Сайно, ну типа, то есть пустыни.
I never imagined that the true Temple of Silence would be hidden somewhere like this.
That's King Deshret's technology for you, I guess. It borders on the miraculous. Amazing.
We should be wary of our hosts.
Here. Grandfather, the person you wish to see is here.
Well done, Sethos. Greetings, one and all. I am Ba Moon, the current leader of the temple.
Professor!
Cyrus, are you okay?
Watch what you're doing!
Oh, my apologies. We have no intention of causing you distress. But you must understand, Cyrus owes me his life. And to the Temple of Silence, he owes a debt of gratitude.
I wanted to end my feud with this old bag of bones before you caught up with me. But just leave, Sino. This is a matter between us two old...
So that's why you didn't want to report the letter. You'd made up your mind to come here from the beginning. You only left in such a...
Some things in life catch up with you, no matter what you do.
Sino didn't make us do anything. We came here for the same reason he did. To rescue you. We'd appreciate you telling us the truth.
My secrets are secret for good reason. Bringing them to light can...
You're afraid, aren't you? You can't bring yourself to speak of your past deeds to... You recognized our emblem because for many years, you knew as soon as you saw the letter that we, not Uraka, were the ones speaking to you. It threatened you only because you know what you did. For you, Cyrus, are a traitor. You once shared your learning with us, and joined us in our mission to revive, but then you betrayed us. You bargained for your independence with your past contributions. And we both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave, but that one day, the sands of time will catch up with you. And when that day comes, you must pay the price you owe.
You really know...
Hermanubis' might?
Does he mean you?
Professor.
The moon is right. I came here once. They rescued me from the brink of death once. Many years ago in the desert. When he... it was a great, daring plan. And one shrouded in secrecy. Bamoon proposed that we implant bar fragments, shards of Hermanubis, into the bodies of suitable vessels. If the many believers volunteered themselves for the experiment. But we soon discovered that the bodies of grown adults... One other child was identified as a suitable vessel, and his parents agreed to release him into our custody in exchange for a small...
For many years, the Temple of Silence had been in possession of 2 Ba fragments from Hermanubis. The test subjects were sent into a room that had been prepared for the ceremony, and the original plan was for a 3-stage experiment. Resonance, implantate. As the second stage began, I realized a decision had to be made. Should we implant the fragments one at a time? But as I was deliberating, both Ba fragments